Hey guys, we've got Rocky the Knockout Collection on 4K. You got your first four movies right there. We're going to go over that this week on DVD Deep Dive. Hey guys, welcome to DVD Deep Dive. I am Anthony. This is Collectors Entertainment Network, and this week we're going to take a look at Rocky the Knockout Collection on 4K. But before we do that, guys, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, please comment down below. Let me know your Rocky memories. Guys, please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well, and go ahead and give this video a like. That helps a lot too. Also, go on over to Facebook and like the Collectors Entertainment Network Facebook page, because I share information and when I post videos over there as well, so it'll keep you up to date. All right, this is going to be a pretty quick video because it's a pretty small collection. I just got this recently. I have not had a chance to watch the new Rocky 4. I really want to, but I really want to make sure I have the time. I don't want to be interrupted by, kids, or I've got to do this, or I've got to do that. I want to make sure I have the time to sit down and watch it, so I haven't taken that time yet, but I definitely am going to do that soon. So, jump down in the comments below. Let me know without spoiling too much, because, it's Rocky 4. I'm sure the story is pretty much the same, but I know it's basically a different edit. But let me know what you thought of it. So here we go. Here's the front. Let's start with that. Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and Rocky 4. And then it also includes theatrical version, Rocky vs. Drago, the Ultimate Director's Cut, and the making of Rocky vs. Drago, Keep Punching. But we'll go over special features in a moment. There's the front. There is the back. Here's your spine. There's your top. Who cares? There's nothing on the bottom. All right, let's take it out. Put the little slip cover right there. And your front there is pretty much the same. There's a list of movies, probably with special features. They write it so small, so I'll try and see if I can read it. All right, here is the digital code, but I think I put it in, so I'm not going to show you, but because I think I already put it in. Discs are pretty, plain Jane. They're black with, silver writing, or just, no writing, and the silver of the disc. There you go. Rocky 4. You've got the Rocky vs. Drago and the Rocky 1 through 4 collection bonus features. And, of course, that, though, is on Blu-ray. All right, so let me go over this and let me see what the special features are on this. Well, actually, the only thing it says on here includes bonus Blu-ray disc with special features from Rocky and the extended behind-the-scenes documentary, The Making of Rocky vs. Drago, Keep Punching. And it says special features may not be rated, subtitled, or in high definition. Of course, it's not going to be in high definition if it's on a Blu-ray. Well, I guess Blu-ray is high definition. It's not going to be on ultra high definition if it's on Blu-ray and not 4K. All right, so we're just going to talk briefly about the movies then. I grew up with Rocky. Rocky, to tell you the truth, Rocky 2 and I think Rocky 3 and then Rocky 4, which I actually saw it in theaters. But like Rocky 2 and Rocky 3 were on TV all the time. But it was really Rocky 2 that I saw probably the most as a kid. But I definitely saw Rocky 1, the original. They're always on like HBO or whatever. But I feel like Rocky 2 was the one the most. But these are all great. Yeah, Rocky 4 is like a montage of music videos. It's like it literally is. There's like, and I want to see the Rocky versus Drago, Ultimate Director's Cut or whatever it's called. I want to see that because from what I heard, they sort of tamped down that, or they brought some more stuff in it. But let me just go through them. Rocky, you do Rocky 1, whatever it was, but it was just Rocky at the time. 1976 Best Picture. I was born in 1976. Of course, at the end of 1976, it was 1976 Best Picture, so got a connection there. It's an amazing movie. I love that. Rocky 2, I love as well. Like I said, I grew up with that. Rocky finally wins. And there's also is a little bit more going on in that one, so I also really love that one. Rocky 3 was huge at the time. I remember, Hulk Hogan was in it, Mr. T. I like the story. There are some parts that I feel like it's not as weighty as the other one, but it is really an important story of like, he wins the belt and then his manager keeps him safe and basically has him go up against not bums, but, just not the top hungriest fighters. And so while there's stuff that's a little over the top, it's still got a great story. The Apollo Rocky relationship is great. When Mickey, dies, that anyone who's a fan of Rocky movies, they're in tears. So I can't, take that away from it. In fact, I don't want to take anything away from it. I love Rocky 3. I love all of them for different reasons. Rocky 5, which is not on here, I wish it was. I wish that and Rocky Balboa are on it. I don't know if there are, what do you call it? Like, if there's licensing differences and they couldn't put them, or that those, Rocky Balboa, I think, was highly regarded. Rocky 5 is not highly regarded. And really, I know some people like it, but, and it had the potential to be great. He loses all his money, he goes back to the neighborhood, that kind of thing. But it's just kind of goofy in a lot of places. It's just kind of goofy, and I almost feel like Sly's playing a caricature of Rocky in Rocky 5 more than in any other one. Even by the time Rocky Balboa comes and then the Creed movies come, he sort of toned it down a little bit. I think in Rocky 5 it's almost a caricature of him, in which the other movies were not. But anyway, that's Rocky 5. That's not part of this. Again, but I grew up with Rocky 5 too, so part of me loves it. I'm not gonna just see. I'm one of those people. I won't just like, really put down a movie, especially I grew up with. Like, part of me loves it, but part of me is like, all right, it's definitely the weakest. But anyway, let's Rocky 1 through 4. I loved Rocky 4. I saw it in theaters. It was like, as a kid, it was like my favorite. But I mean, looking back, as far as these, it's actually the order in which they were released. Rocky is the best and my favorite. Rocky 2 is a close second. Then Rocky 3. Then, I don't know. Because I say Rocky 4 last. And Rocky... Which ones I think are the best? They're in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which ones are my favorite? That's hard. Because in some ways, 2 and 4 are my favorites. Because I watched 2 a lot more as a kid, and I watched 4 a lot. Once I saw it in theaters, and once it got to HBO and I recorded it, I watched it all the time. So yeah, I'll pick up my favorite. That's tough. What do you guys think? What are your favorites? Again, not one of the best, because I do think best films, best movies, best, like, everything, they are in order. Like, I am objective enough to know that Rocky 1 is the best, Rocky 2 is the second best, then 3, and then 4. But favorite, I almost want to say that, like, 2... But then again, it's like, how could you say Rocky 1's not your... I don't know. It's tough. Again, being favorite's tough. And you know what? It may just strike, whatever mood strikes me. But I know 4 is the worst movie, but yet for the longest time it was my favorite because it was the one that I actually saw in theaters and grew up with, watching on HBO, and then of course recording it probably the first time it was on HBO, and then watching it a million times after that. So, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, what do you think is the best one? And what do you think is your favorite one? If those are the same, great. If they're not, let me know in the comments below. All right, so this is basically a short video. There's not much more to go over than that. Guys, again, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please comment down below like we have already mentioned. Please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well. And go ahead and give this video a like because that helps a lot too. And also go on over to Facebook and like the Collectors Entertainment Network Facebook page, because I post things over there as well. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of DVD Deep Dive. So until next time, guys, have a good one.